Iggy, the tax bill just landed and is an $800 jump because of that $2,000 relief cut. The framework shows my monthly cash flow dropped $400 and I feel the squeeze already.
If not offset, the framework shows a $400 monthly loss in effective liquidity over the next 18 months. That $800 spike is the surface wound, but the structural damage is to the income coverage ratio.
Wait, explain that math. How does an $800 tax hike result in a $400 monthly problem?
It is a matter of architectural integrity. The framework shows that when a tax shield is removed, the resulting cash leak compounds across the fiscal year, degrading the net income used to calculate the ICR.
I usually associate ICR with REITs or corporate debt. Does the framework really apply a commercial forensic audit to a self-employed person?
The framework treats every portfolio as a business because fixed outflows do not pause for a slow freelance month. The ICR formula is monthly net income divided by monthly fixed outflows. The forensic floor is 4 times, or the profile is deemed VC fragile.
A 4 times multiplier seems extremely high for an individual. If my bills are $2,000 and I earn $5,000, that is only 2.5. Is the framework suggesting that is a failure?
A 2.5 ICR indicates that a single bad quarter could compromise the entire liquidity margin. The framework shows structural fixes are required to return the ratio to a sanctuary level.
Looking at the SRS, $15,000 is a significant lockup of capital. What if income hits zero next month and that cash is needed for immediate expenses like tuition?
The framework shows a trade, a $1,683 tax saving versus a liquidity preference. Not using the SRS is an expense in itself, as it forfeits a guaranteed reduction in chargeable income.
But that 10% early withdrawal penalty is a massive deterrent. If I touch that money before the statutory retirement age, doesn't the cost-benefit analysis break?
The framework treats the SRS as a long-term capital pillar, not an emergency fund. For immediate liquidity, the framework points toward a T-bill ladder to provide a staggered cash buffer.
Why can't I just leave the $30,000 in a high-interest savings account? It seems simpler than managing a ladder of government securities.
Savings account rates are discretionary and subject to bank policy shifts. T-bill rates are auction set. The framework shows the ladder can bolster the ICR by 0.3 times without the volatility of teaser rates.
So the MediSave top-up is the most immediate win on the table? $880 in tax savings just for a capital transfer?
The framework shows this as the most efficient move. It lowers chargeable income while earning 4.0% interest on MediSave as of January 2026. It adds 0.4 times to the ICR immediately with 0 months of rebuild time.
It feels like I'm just navigating around a problem the tax office created. Does this actually stabilize my day-to-day finances?
If expenses rise 5%, the ICR must rise faster or the floor cracks. The framework shows that using the rules to maintain the ICR when relief changes is the only way to prevent structural erosion.
So this isn't just about saving a few dollars on tax. It's about making sure the sea wall around my finances is high enough.
Precisely. It is about using the existing architecture to ensure your solvency margin remains intact regardless of policy shifts.
The 18-month payback period for the combined strategy makes it feel like a project rather than a panic. I suppose I have to view my cash flow as a permanent construction site.
18 months is the duration required for these structural adjustments to fully offset the lost liquidity from the relief cut. Post-rebuild, the framework shows an ICR that is 1.4 times higher than the starting point.
If I implement this, am I essentially building a fortress that generates an additional $400 a month in net value?
The metrics indicate exactly that. It is a transition from idle cash and tax leakage to a reinforced solvency margin.
What should the primary watch points be as this 18-month rebuild begins?
Monitor fixed outflows monthly to ensure the ICR does not slip below the 4 times floor. Watch T-bill auction cutoffs to ensure the ladder clears the 3.2% forensic floor. The third watch point is to ensure your tax optimization stays within the framework's legal architecture. So consult a MS licensed advisor to tailor these caps to your specific bracket.
That's Iggy's forensic take. Full breakdown is live on Substack for Iggy's elite investors, and the quick takes land on Telegram first. Links are in the description. See you in the next one.